YouTube, what the crap's going on? HeirofCarthage here, and we're going to take a look at the historical Battle of Cannae, which has been added to the game. And I'll let you watch the intro and everything. I'll just give you my 2 cents about it. I've played it on a couple of the different difficulty settings. I can't beat it on Legendary at the moment. That would actually be quite a feat, because it is a difficult battle. Carthage is outnumbered heavily, which is what we would expect, because that was realistic. The Romans do come to the battle with a massive amount of infantry, which was realistic. Hannibal comes to the battle with troops that are probably, I don't know if this realistic exactly, but they're similar to what he would have been dealing with. The one thing I don't like is the Roman cavalry setup and the Carthaginian cav setup. Carthage needs access to shock cav in this battle, but the Romans are the ones who have the shock cav. And if the Romans are going to have shock cav, the Carthaginians should have gotten shock cav. I kind of think that Carthage should have yet more cav in this battle, especially considering that cav isn't all that useful against infantry in Rome 2, so when they set this battle up, and the whole idea is that you get the Roman infantry pinned up and then slam them in the rear with cav, just kind of like in real life, but it doesn't work that way, because you can slam the Romans in the rear with cav and they'll still just cut right through your men, because the Roman infantrymen, it takes a lot to rout a Roman infantry. They fight down to like 10 or 20 men left, and they have the formation attack, and it just takes a long time to kill them. So it doesn't work very well in the sense that you can beat it kind of like in real life, at least not that I've seen yet. If you all figured out how to do it, that's fine. But I'll go ahead and play it and beat it in my own way, which I hate. I wish I could show you all the more realistic version of how it happened, but I think we're all pretty familiar with that. Let's just go ahead and start the battle, let you all watch the cutscene, which is actually quite cool.
BC,
I really like it.
In the midst of the Second Punic War. After several major victories against Rome, Hannibal continues his campaign around Italy. The Roman people, keen to see a swift end to the war, elect Varro and Paulus as consuls. The Senate gives them command of an army larger than any the Republic has fielded before, specifically to deal with the Carthaginian threat. This new Roman army marches onto the Apulian plain, determined to halt Hannibal's advance through Italy.
So Hannibal had actually captured a supply cache, if I remember right here, and it greatly bolstered his ability to continue the war. And also, if he could win this battle at Cannae, it was potentially going to be a tipping point where he could get lots of Roman allies to turn against their masters, basically. And that was Hannibal's goal all throughout the war, was to turn Roman allies against them so that he would have the power and the strength that he needed. He figured that if he could come in and win some major victories, that their allies would quickly turn their back on them. Of course, that didn't happen quite the way he thought. But, so that was his plan and why he did these things.
After 2 days of skirmishing, Roman and Carthaginian forces finally meet on the banks of the Aufidus River. Rome has brought what it hopes will be overwhelming force to the field. Although inferior in number, Hannibal's army is highly maneuverable, with superior cavalry. The Roman army is relying on brute strength to smash through the Carthaginians. Hannibal could use this relentless push against them. If Hannibal's line can hold, and his cavalry can dominate the flanks, then he can control the legion's advance. The Roman numbers will mean nothing.
So, that is kind of representative of the way it was in real life. Unfortunately, it's not very representative of the way it is in this battle. I'm going to put a whole bunch of swordsmen on this flank, and then I'm going to actually put some more swordsmen on this flank. And it's because the Romans tend to put their triarii on their outsides. And I'm actually going to put my hoplites in the center, and I will most certainly leave my my slingers. Actually, I need 1 unit of hoplites out here. And I need 1 unit of hoplites out here.
Is charging along the riverbank.
And let's pull these guys back,
Secure
actually.
the flank.
So yeah. All right, you need some hoplites to help support your.
Equites advancing on our right flank.
And let's pull these guys back to where they're safe.
Charge!
All right. So got my guys safe. Let's use our Numidians to do a little skirmishing. And over here, let's take this noble cav into this horse unit. Let's see if we can intercept those Sake Equites here. And, oh wow, I destroyed that Roman cav on that charge, and now we can reinforce against these Sake Equites.
Iberian cavalry!
Let's get into this fight, see if we can tilt that quickly. My Numidian cav is skirmishing away nicely. Let's take them off of skirmish. See if we can. Oh, that Sake Equite is going to destroy that Iberian cav. I didn't realize that's what it was. This Libyan infantry ought to be able to hold its own against those Equites. But maybe we can lead these guys out. Skirmish, skirmish, skirmish. I had turned it off for a second. So yeah, we'll see if we can lead those Equites out. We're dominating the cav fight over here. And the more you dominate this cav fight, obviously the more it helps. So losing that Iberian cav was... Seriously? Keep skirmishing. Gosh, the skirmish on this game is screwed up sometimes. We can skirmish these Equites out, which is unfortunate though. I would have liked to have kept this ammo for assassinating Varro. These Equites are keeping up with my Iberian cav, so I didn't get out of this with as much cav as I probably should. Not if I want to win properly. But we did get rid of the Roman cav pretty decisively. And I've got 3 units of melee cav yet. Let's reform my lines. And let's get my guys here. And all my light swordsmen over here.
The horsemen are broken. Close in on their flanks. Surround them.
Alright. I've got a little bit of ammo left here. It's not enough to kill a Roman general, though. We've got to take out the Roman general. I might use my noble cav to help take care of that. Put these guys in a group, pull them back. Actually, I'm going to put them out, so the Romans have no cav to run me down with except their general, which I can defend against him with Hannibal if need be. So what I'm going to do is try and get as much skirmish time in as possible here, so I'm going to do a lot of fire and retreat.
Run, curse you! Orders, my lord!
And let's just keep my Numidian cav at a distance. There's not much these guys can do in this fight right now, actually. Maybe throw a few flaming javelins with what teeny... Well, they're actually using their ammo on routing units, I think, so they're going to have no ammo left because I forgot to turn them off. Okay, I'm just going to let my guys get all the shots they can. Actually, I should focus fire. Let's pick off some of these Hastati because they're going to be the most lightly armored. That'll free up my swords to be able to spend more of their time in the Principes where it's needed. I'll get the most damage in by going after these guys who are the least well protected with armor, and their shield value is probably almost as good. But I have quite a bit of good armor piercing going on here, and the attack on my Cretan archers is really high. Okay, we've wrecked that Hastati unit pretty good. Not good enough though, because like I said, the Roman units can withstand quite a beating. Let's focus fire on the next one. Go ahead and back up. Keep our distance with the cav. I don't want the Roman spears to start chasing me. I'd like the Romans to stay in formation. The AI kind of keeps the Romans in formation and moves them forward on a hard push to kind of help recreate the original battle, so I kind of like that. So rather than the AI just, you know, completely bonsaiing whatever way it chooses, it kind of tries to recreate some of the situations, which I think is cool. But if we skirmish down these Hastati properly, it'll really help. Because the Hastati aren't going to do all that well versus my Hapotes. Yeah, I get some really nice kill on these Hastati. So again, this is going to be different than the battle in real life, but this is the best way to win it. I'm going to move in here and see if we can catch the Roman general alone. Okay, we've wrecked 2 Hastati units. Let's go for a third. We're going to try and draw the Romans as far up the hill as we can. Okay, again, let's see if we can get the Roman general by himself. They might start peeling off Triarii. This is risky because this is a very expensive unit of elite cavalry, but if we can get this general out here... Okay, I've made the Romans break formation at this point, which is fine. Let's see if we can hit up these Principes real quick. Okay, let's pull these guys back here. Alright, so the Roman general is actually just taking off out here, and we've gotten a lot of the Roman infantry to chase. Some of them are in Testudo now, actually. Oh, sweet. The Roman general is like way out here on his own. So he's dead. And then they have a whole bunch of units in Testudo. I don't know. I've never seen him do this before. I have no idea where Varro's going, but I'm going to completely destroy him with this this noble cav. Where is he going? Yeah, you're about to see Varro get hit with a frenzied charge. Here you go. Varro's about to get completely destroyed. There he is in the red cape. The Romans aren't really attacking me, so we're good. Let's watch Varro die. Yeah, he's the dude in the red cape right here. He had to get put down pretty handily by this heavy barbarian cav. There he goes.
Varro is dead. Press his men back into the river.
Alright, so Varro's gone. Let's just finish off his cav unit. The Roman infantry is like completely glitched out for some reason. I've never seen it do this in these battles before. It actually usually just kind of keeps pushing right towards, but it must be locked onto my my cav. I'm gonna pull away just in case those Triarii have javelins. I can't remember. Okay, sweet. So I'm gonna advance on the Roman infantry. Actually, I'm not. I'm gonna pull away from the Roman infantry, and we're gonna play this game. Nope, they've gone back into Testudo. Don't waste your ammo. Yeah, no need in wasting my ammo. For some reason, the entire Roman army is like locked on to this cav unit, and the rest of them were marching to where Varro was going here. I have no idea what they're up to. Like I said, I've never seen them do this type of thing before. Maybe we can single out this unit of Hastati here and destroy it. Or not Hastati, Principes. There's still a lot of Roman infantry left, and it is going to be quite dangerous to me, so I'm still going to have to keep an eye out on what I'm doing. This is very weird. Like I said, I apologize. I've never seen the Roman infantry do this. I have no idea what it's doing. But since it's in Testudo, I do think it's a great opportunity for us to take it out. I'm going to let my cav rest. I'm going to bring one unit up here to... I'm kind of getting a little bit overextended.
Iberian swords!
My Libyans are going to get a clean charge into the flank of that Roman unit in Testudo, though.
Infantry!
Swords!
Libyan infantry!
I'm going to break formation to do a rear charge. Should be a little more devastating on the charge. Got some great javelins off there. Let's watch these Libyan infantry coming into the back of these Roman legionnaires. Oh, some of my guys are firing at will. No, don't waste your ammo, don't waste your ammo. Yeah, off the fire at will. Okay, it was my Cretan archers. Okay, so we singled out that Roman unit and destroyed it. The Romans look to be repositioning over by the small town there, which is fine. We'll just push up. Let's bring Hannibal up.
The Romans press the center hard! Hold fast, men! Push them back!
Romans press what center hard? Kind of disappointing to see the AI get screwed up like this, but it doesn't usually happen, to be honest. Usually the Romans do present a very united frontal assault, so I do have to say that this is one of those odd scenarios, but I'll take it, because whatever. I guess it's all they're going to offer me at the moment. Trust me, I wish that it was more like usual, but you can go play the battle for yourself, and I'm pretty certain it's going to turn out the way that I'm used to it turning out if you go play it. The Romans have all their Principes into Testudo and all their Hastati into Testudo as well. Which, if I can keep the Romans from getting a charge, that'd be good. Does it make them tired to march around in that formation, like in Rome 1? You can see I'm putting my swords towards the flank, because that's where a lot of the Roman Triarii are, and my swords are going to do good against the Triarii. That doesn't mean my hoplites are going to do good versus their Principes, but my idea is that I'll support against the Roman Principes from the flank with my missile units. Alright, and there is a Hastati unit charging me over here.
Melee fighters, warriors! Iberian
Still gonna have to
swords!
watch this flank because it could get threatened. Need to get Hannibal up here. Okay, the Romans are breaking formation to attack me.
Melee warriors, ready for battle!
Okay, need to get these hoplites up here. Probably outflank. Take down these Hastati here and here. And get these missile units to start firing at the flank of some of these guys. I really need my hoplites formation, or hoplite formation. Okay, the Roman spears are going to chase me some. And I've got the Romans fixed on my center. Should win pretty handily a lot of these. Actually, let's see if we can fire into the flank of these Hastati right there. That'll be a good shot. Get around their spears over here. You can see that my swords are going to have a hard time because they're getting reinforced by lots of units in formation attack. So my cheaper swords are not going to do well. Let's see if we can break a couple of these overextended Roman units up against my hoplites. I have my missile units firing into the flank of some of these men. Which is going to be about the best I can do. Got a really good Iberian cav charge into the back of this Principes. Not as many Iberian cav in that charge, but it'll still be helpful. Let's pin up these guys here. We're going to frenzied charge this, spread out a little. Hit these guys. Just keep these Numidians on out here to try and keep the Romans' attention. You can see, look, even getting charged in the rear with all this missile fire coming in, it's still very hard for me to rout the Roman troops. Need to get my noble horse out of here. I need these guys to deliver some more charges. Okay, we just routed a big blob of Roman troops here, so let's move these hoplites to re-engage. Okay, Numidian cav is keeping some of these Roman units busy, so that's perfect. And now we're starting to get the morale blows that we need. Let's move in Hannibal to make sure my morale stabilizes. Okay, here's a good chance to do a rear charge here as well. And let's just keep splitting up. Let's go pin those guys down again. Those Iberian cav did great getting into the rear of those men. Okay, there's a good rear charge for my noble horse. Not many of them left, but still going to be a great place to deliver a morale blow. Those Hastati are breaking, so let's actually go ahead and dedicate these guys into this fight. And let's bring the Numidian cav back. Okay, archers and slingers firing into the flank of these units here, which is great. See my hoplites holding them up front, and then you just use your other units to fire into the back. And let's just go ahead and deliver some rear charges here. Let's go intercept these Triarii with this sword unit. Hannibal's doing a good job trying to lend his morale support. And to be honest, if it weren't for these skirmishers, I wouldn't have any chance. And this is still going to be close, folks. Still going to be close. Roman Triarii can just hold out for a long time. They're very well armored. Let's fire some shots into the back of this one. These Roman troops really ought to collapse. But those Triarii aren't going to collapse, so I need to get these Iberian cav out. Really wish that Hannibal had the war cry ability here. We're going to have to keep him safe. These guys are going to have to go on to skirmish and fire at will. One of my units is out of ammo. I'm not going to be able to win that fight either. Those Triarii are going to fight their way out of that. My only hope is these two Libyan infantry here. And my slingers are trying to make the difference. And my guys are actually starting to waver over here. They got outflanked, and my guys are losing morale. Let's see if I can get Hannibal over here to stabilize it.
Surrender is not an option.
I'm actually probably almost certainly going to lose this battle because my Libyan infantry got so beat up there. But you can see here that, I mean, even with their general gone early in the battle, getting chewed to pieces and stuff, the Roman infantry just have ridiculous morale. I mean, look at these guys, 56 men, they're not wavering, but mine are, even with my general nearby and alive. So, I mean, they don't make it easy for you. It's going to be close, folks. Definitely going to have to keep Hannibal alive if I want to have any chance of pulling this off. So you can see why this battle is so difficult, is because even with all this outflanking and everything else that goes on, it's still just incredibly difficult to pull off a victory. And you have to use every tool you have. The Romans should start to suffer some army morale shock here soon. But I mean, I'm running out of men as well. And I mean, Roman Triarii can just go toe-to-toe with swords for way too long, in my opinion.
Libyan infantry!
Infantry ready!
Pull these Numidian cav out, hopefully get a rear charge. I mean, rear charge from Numidian cav's not going to do anything, though.
Warriors, move out!
Hannibal actually might be able to kill some of these units, these weakened sword units. Let's see if I can get him, just like get him to stop charging for a moment by using my cav. And I'll just pull off at the last second. Just want to get him to, wow, yeah, I'm going to lose because of these Triarii, actually. I can't kill them. Yeah, so you can see the Battle of Cannae gets pretty tricky. It's pretty frustrating, to be honest, because you know, even with all the stuff I did, the Romans still able to hold their morale. Like, I wish there was maybe more of a morale penalty for Varro getting killed. Just seems a bit ridiculous that you can get killed and his men just go on like fighting to near death. Look at those Hastati, a weak unit at 25 still there. I mean, just kind of crazy, to be honest.
What are your orders?
The Romans get way too many Triarii. It seems like they can have a really easy time fighting off your cav.
Riders at the double!
Warriors, eager for blood! At your command!
Yeah, there's really no chance of me pulling this off at this point because I just can't seem to break the morale of the Roman troops, and they have more than enough men left to kill the weak troops that I have left.
Hannibal has been knocked from his horse and carried from the field. His
Supposedly
presence
Hannibal's
no
dead
longer
now
rallies
as well.
the men. They are disheartened.
So a valiant effort on Hannibal's part, but just unable to take out those Triarii. Those guys just seem a little bit too strong. But anyway, that's the Battle of Cannae. I lost this one. That's how I would have tried to have won it, but you can see how difficult it is to win. So even with the Romans glitching out like that, even with all the flank missile fire, you still have to manage your troops better than I did there in order to pull off a win. I might should have tried using Hannibal for some rear charges earlier on. I probably could have snuck him through that center. But I mean, just cavalry rear charges just aren't very effective with melee cav. They can be okay if you get the right one. It's just so much better with shot cav, and so that's one of the issues that I have with this battle is that the Carthaginians just don't get any shot cav. You can see, I mean, 178 kills here, 105 kills here, 142, 130, 158. Only 76 kills with my archers. Probably should have dropped them into heavy shot. Well over 100 kills on each of these, but the problem is these guys here just weren't able to pull their weight, and this unit here didn't pull any weight, so it just, I mean, the Romans will win by sheer weight of numbers. Look at these Principes, a couple other units getting that many kills. And then this Triarii, 116 kills and 149 kills for a spear unit, 186 kills. I mean, the Triarii are just very, very strong. Anyway, that's the Battle of Cannae. Sorry I lost it, but I mean, you can win it. I've obviously won it on normal there. I've tried winning it a few different ways, but it is a tough one to win. I'll give you that. I just wish they'd change the cav layout in it. If they'd give Carthage shot cav there, it would make that battle play how it is. Or just switch that Numidian cav to the Numidian nobles. Because, in all honesty, we read in reality that the Numidian cav frequently routed the Roman cav, even though it was fairly light. And I think that if you put the Numidian noble cav there, it would better represent that, rather than the Roman cav just being able to run over the Numidians quite easily. Also, you really, I hate that the ammo on Javelin cav was nerfed as well, because they were already kind of nerfed because of their numbers. But in any case, HeirofCarthage signing off for now.